Just before we call our meeting in order, I noticed behind me that we have our sheriff here tonight, Sheriff Jessup. I always like to see him, especially when he's got that yellow envelope. Sheriff.
How are y'all tonight? Good to see each and every one of you. First, I want to say thank you for the county employees. Y'all gave a raise here last month or this month. And I know that they all appreciate it. Many of them have told me how much they appreciate it. And it says a lot when you look at those that work for you, so thank you. Short and sweet, I've got a little money that we generated since I saw y'all last, and what I've already turned in is $260,628.07.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all. All right, so we will call our meeting to order. The first item on our agenda is roll call. I see everyone is present with the exception of Commissioner McClellan. Next item will be to approve the agenda. Everybody should have a printed copy of the agenda before them. Somebody offer a motion on the agenda?
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Colwacky. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lawson. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, the next on our agenda are 70 sets of minutes. We have an August 8th work session, an August 9th regular meeting, an August 11th 10 a.m. public hearing. We have an August 11th 6 p.m. public hearing, an August 18th special call meeting, an August 23rd budget retreat, and an August 26th special call meeting. Hopefully everybody has had several days to review those minutes. Would someone offer a motion on the minutes tonight?
Make the motion that the 7 listed minutes be approved.
Motion to approve all 7 by Commissioner Lawson. Is there a second? Seconded by Commissioner Harrell. Any further discussion on the minutes? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, we'll move into the visitor presentations, and we have Lauren Gilmer, McIntosh County Extension Coordinator and 4-H agent. She's going to give a county extension update and National 4-H Week proclamation. So, Ms. Lauren.
All right. Thank y'all, Commissioners, so much for having me here today in our group. So the reason we wanted to be here this evening is just to give y'all an update of what's happening at the County Extension Office. Just let you know changes and future events that will be coming up as well. So I'll just start with a few updates on our office as a whole. So as of July 1st, we're now a fully staffed extension office. All of our open positions are filled, and that's a staff of 4 that completes the entire extension program. So for our office, that includes our administrative assistant, Lynn Moore. That includes me as our 4-H agent, and since January 1st, I'll be serving as the county extension coordinator for the extension office as well. And then as of January 1st as well, we hired Mary Claire Halbrook as our agriculture and natural resources agent, and Michelle May as our family and consumer sciences agent. And I do have Michelle with us this evening, and she'll share a little bit with us as well. Mary Claire was not able to join us this evening as she was at a training for ag and natural resources. We are planning an open house event for our office on November 17th, and there'll be more details forthcoming with that in the near future. We'd like to give the community a chance just to come in and see where we are and meet all of our staff and just know what we do and what services that we do offer and provide to the community in all of our program areas. So 4-H, A&R, Ag and Natural Resources, and our family and consumer sciences. And then also as an extension office, part of what we're tasked to do by the University of Georgia is to put together what's called an extension leadership system, or ELS team. And that's comprised of community members that are stakeholders within the community that are helping us to just inform us, to be our eyes and ears to the community as to what the community needs and what programming we can be providing from our office to meet those community needs. So we want to form one of those teams as a whole in our office for all the program areas, and then each program area will also form its own extension leadership team as well. So if you know any willing and able folks that would like to serve on that team, we're going to be reaching out to folks in the community to help us fill those spots as well. And then for our A&R and VAX positions for Mary Claire and Michelle, They are also shared between Glenn County, and we are making sure that we split their time evenly between both of those counties. So both Michelle and Mary Claire spend 2 to 3 day rotations between Glenn and McIntosh. So for 1 week, they'll spend 2 days in one county and 3 days in the other, then they'll flip-flop that the next week. So they're spending equal time in each county. And then we do also have in the works a newsletter from our office that we like to send out quarterly to the community and stakeholders, just to keep everyone updated and be transparent on what we're doing and what we're offering in the extension office as well. So that's all our general updates. I would like to share a little update on behalf of Mary Claire of what's been happening with the Ag and Natural Resources program area. Since she started with us in January, she has offered an egg handling certification class where we had 23 participants attend that, and that's a training to the Department of Agriculture where folks are trained to safely sell backyard eggs that they raise in their own homes. And then she's also had 181 direct contacts with McIntosh County clients. We've called or emailed or come in about A&R concerns. She's done 9 site visits, so that's a service that she does offer if someone has an issue with a plant or something in their yard or home that she can take a look at. She can go out and visit to assess that. She assisted with 4-H activities. She attended 1 week of camp and was a judge for a 4-H competition also. She sent 3 published articles to the Darien newspaper, and she's also managing what we call our seed library in the extension office, and that's a free offering to all members of the community. It's free seeds. Come in and take any seeds you want to grow at home, and the goal is anything that you grow, you'll take some of those seeds and bring them back to return them to the seed library. And that's been a big hit with the seed library. We posted that on our Facebook and had over 4,000 hits on it, and it increased our foot traffic in the office quite a bit just for folks coming in to get free seeds. So that is something we're continuing to offer as well. And then Mary Claire is also attempting to start up a McIntosh Gardeners program and a beekeeping club. You know, beekeeping meetings were something that were held quite frequently in McIntosh County in the past, and they're not ongoing at present, so she's working on reestablishing a beekeeping club. And then she's been attending various trainings covering topics such as plant disease diagnostics, ID communications, and turf grass and beekeeping, and she's at one of those such trainings this week as well, which is why she could not join us today. So that's a little update on what Mary Claire and our Ag and Natural Resources Department has been doing since January. And up next, I'll let Michelle share a little bit about family and consumer sciences.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle May. I'm a Family Consumer Sciences agent. Thank you for letting me be here today. So Family Consumer Sciences is a very broad topic. Some of you may understand a bit more as home economics, but Family Consumer Sciences is a new terminology for that. So everything within the 4 walls of the home is something that I can provide education on. So whether it's family and home life, child development, nutrition and wellness, I'm your go-to girl for that. I'm currently working on some Healthy Georgia Wellness programming, which are lunch and learn type programs and series that I can offer that is focused on all-around well-being for the community. We focus on nutrition, dining out, eating well on a budget. Stress Less, Live More is the class I did at the library this afternoon, and then I have some other great home environment classes coming up soon. So teaching people how to create a healthy environment within the walls of their home, because a lot of us spend a lot of time inside now. So if you guys ever need anything based around family or nutrition and wellness, please contact the office and ask me. I'm more than welcome to provide any insight. If you're wanting to do a lunch and learn or have me come speak somewhere, call me and we can work something out. Some long-term goals that I have while I'm in the process of trainings. I will be certified to teach food preservation courses in the next year or so we can start doing some canning locally. And everybody can learn how to do that, which will be so much fun. I know a lot of people grow their own fruits and vegetables here, so that's a great tool for people to have in their back pocket, is to learn how to do their own canning. I also would like to do some wellness programs, like walking programs for the elderly, get them on the move and outside more often. And then I have some home economic classes coming up, teaching people how to create their own eco-friendly cleaning supplies, because we do have a lot of chemicals that we have to deal with in the environment these days, and I think that's something that people would really enjoy as a class. So if you ever need me, please reach out, don't hesitate, and thank you so much for letting me be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
little bit more to share as well. But as you can see, we're really excited about our extension office and that it's growing and that we're able to offer more programming to the community. So we're very excited to have Michelle in our office and Mary Claire as well. Hopefully she'll be able to come to another meeting in the future. So a quick update on what 4-H has done. I came into the 4-H program from McIntosh County in August of last year. And since then, we've had 184 in-school club meetings. So that's a big part of Georgia 4-H is going into the classrooms once a month. And that was from 4th grade to 8th grade. So once a month, 4-H is in each of those classrooms in the school. And we do hands-on science lessons, community games, leadership activities, and other 4-H program content areas as well. We also hosted monthly after-school 4-H meetings September through April at McIntosh County Academies. So we're offering programming for the high school as well. And then this year we were very proud of our summer camp program. Our quota for summer camp for cloverleaf age 4th through 6th grade was 15, and we had 26 that attended. So that's about a percentage of about 170% that we exceeded our quota of the numbers we expected to take to camp. So we had a lot of interest with 4-H summer camp this year, and we were very pleased also to offer scholarships for any child that needed a scholarship for summer camp as well. We also had 2 students from the middle school age level attend summer camp, and then 2 high schoolers attend summer camp as well with 4-H. And then we also had, out of some of our folks sitting here too, project achievement competitors. So project achievement or district project achievement, DPA, is a big activity with 4-H each year also, and that's an event where students can choose a topic of interest, anything they're interested in, and create a project on it. And they research it, they write about it, and they present it and create visual aids with that. And it helps with their researching skills, their public speaking skills, and their writing skills as well. So we had 5 cloverleaf competitors, that's the 4th through 6th grade, and we had 1 junior competitor at the middle school level as well. And we're very proud of how all our students did at those DPA competitions. And then we've had various community service projects through 4-H Club as well. We have one called Pennies for Pets, where students can bring in spare change that we donate to the McIntosh County Animal Services. And we collected about $100 in spare change this year for the animal shelter. And we also did our can tab collection. This is ongoing throughout the year as well. We collect soda can tabs for the Ronald McDonald House charity. And we raised about $76 for Ronald McDonald House through donating 117 pounds of can tabs. So we had a lot of can tabs brought in from 4-Hers this year as well. And that's something anyone in the community can bring to our office as well. Save your can tabs, bring them to the 4-H office, and we'll donate those to Ronald McDonald charities. And then some other activities that we did throughout the year included our milkshake smoothie contest, watermelon growing contest, cake contest. We had a DNR fishing day, a summer waves water park trip, our junior conference on Jekyll Island, and many other activities that we've had a lot of our McIntosh County students participate in. So we're very excited. We're getting a lot of interest, and our participation is growing. And so the students that have here today are some of our more active 4-Hers. Some of them did a summer camp or participated in DPA or been an officer in a leadership position in their school club meetings as well. So they're here today to represent some of those activities, and I think each one of them is prepared to share something they've learned or enjoyed about 4-H this year.
Lauren, before they do that, will you tell them the story of the watermelon?
Oh, the watermelon growing contest? Yes, so we did have a student enter the watermelon growing contest, and that's a statewide contest. And she got 10th place in the state for her watermelon. It was a little over 63 pounds. So she did a great job with that. That was a 4th grader that grew that watermelon, so it's probably bigger than she was. And we do that contest every year. There's also a pumpkin growing contest in the fall. So yes, lots of activities like that statewide and locally throughout the year that our students can participate in.
So we are the 4-H representative. My name is Lucas Spinks, and well, I love 4-H a lot because of many reasons, but one of my favorite is the places I get to go. I have been to so many places in the past year. I've been up to a skiing camp, and I have one of the best experiences of my life. I love the people I get to meet at 4-H. that all of you were so nice, and I get to learn so much about everyone. It's just, I love the activities we do. We go to a lot. And my other favorite thing is that those meetings that she's talking about. Everyone will get to do those, and one of my favorite parts is when she had a ball, a plasma ball, and we did activities with it like 10 ball and a penny. Well, that's just my favorite thing about it. I think everyone should join it because it's just life changing.
Hi, my name is Jacob Crook, and one of my favorite things about 4-H is going up to Rock Eagle every year to do DPA. I've been doing DPA since 4th grade, and I just have a lot of fun with it. I get right down to speech, I get slides of posters. It's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of new people, and like he said, all that the conferences they're just a lot of fun. Do them once a month, and you learn a bunch of new stuff. You learn a bunch of new things. I think it's very good for you to be in 4-H and do 4-H.
My name is Michaela Cook, and my favorite thing about 4-H is probably the summer activities that we get to participate in, including team leader meetings, which is something that me and Jacob participated in this summer, and we now get to be a team leader and help younger kids when we go on 4-H trips, which is going to be super exciting. There's also DPAs, like they were saying, and I think that's a shared experience to learn public speaking and how to speak in front of people that you've never met before. And you meet a lot of cool people, and you can make a lot of friends doing 4-H. And I think everybody should be a part of 4-H so they can learn how to build relationships with other people.
My name is Kelly Cook, and my favorite thing about 4-H is all the activities we do, but my favorite activity was debating because it taught me a lot of facts of different people's suggestions and opinions, and I met a lot of new people, and it taught me how to publicly speak in front of people, and I just think 4-H is life-changing, and a lot of people should try it. My name is McIntosh County Commission, and my favorite part of 4-H is DPA because it teaches you how to speak in front of people and how to meet new people. And I think everyone should do it because you can really learn how to make more relationships with people.
Will you tell me your topic was?
And my topic was horses.
Thank you guys so much for sharing. I promise I didn't tell them what to say. They came up with that. We did bring a little gift on behalf of 4-H that they're going to bring to y'all as well. So we have just a little second to say thank you for having us here this evening.
Let's give these kids a Can I get one of them to tell me what DPA is?
Okay, can one of y'all say what DPA is in words? What is DPA?
So DPA is when you make a project, including you could do like a slideshow, or you could just do a speech or like a visual presentation on any topic. So this year I did it on the solar system and about how all the planets. And so then you speak in front of judges, and then you get placed and over how many people are in your category.
What do those letters mean?
District project achievement.
Okay, I want to.
Thank you.
No.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, is that right? Thank y'all for being here. Thank you. That's probably the more detailed and in-depth that we've had in a long time. So thank you. It's good to hear all that. All right, so we're going to continue moving on then. That's everything under visitor presentation, so we'll move into public hearings. And we do have something under public hearings tonight. It's received comment from the public on proposed fiscal year 2023 budget for McIntosh County. So we'll let the manager speak, and then we will open our public hearing.
Yes, sir. The total general fund budget for fiscal year 2023 is $15,643,091, which is an 18% increase over last year's fiscal year budget. The fiscal year 23 budget does implement the McIntosh County Job Classification and Salary Survey that was completed last month, adding approximately $700,000 in salaries. The 2023 budget does also have the first full year of EMS back in-house with a total budget of $1,351,846. So those two items is the majority of our increase in our budget. On page 1 and 2 of your budget, that is the budget message, which has all the highlights of the budget in it. If you look back on page 55, you'll start with some graphs for the general fund, and that'll be the McIntosh County revenue breakdown. Next page, page 56, is the expenditure by department, or the expenditure breakdown by department for the general fund. And then the next page is the expenditure by class. So 69% of our expenses in the general fund are on personnel, salaries, and benefits. And then that last chart right there is the millage rate, showing the millage rate over the last several years, which has remained the same since 2012 at 9.89 mils. With this budget, it does allow us to provide the same level of services that we have in years past, and it should increase some services such as mosquito control. Mosquito control does have the largest budget they've ever had, with probably close to a 50% increase over last year's budget in mosquito control.
Everything? All right. Any questions or comments at this point from the commission? Okay, here none, we'll open it up to the public. Any comments from the public on the proposed 2023 budget?
Denise Moore, thank you for that information. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. All right, any other comments? All right, we're going to close that public hearing, and we'll move into old business, which there is none, so we'll go straight to new business. First item under new business, consider resolution 2022-18, approving the fiscal year 2023 budget for all funds of the county. This is an action item. We've had a budget retreat, we've had public hearings, we've had meetings, we've had workshops. Anything you want to add, Mr. Manager?
The only thing I would add is, and I say this every year, the budget is the most important thing we do every year. It allows us to spend money. So by adopting this, it gives me a plan throughout the year to guide us in the right direction, and we know exactly where those expenses are going with this document.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Would someone like to offer a motion on resolution 2022-18?
I'll make a motion on resolution 2022-18 to adopt the 2023 fiscal budget.
Have a motion to adopt by Commissioner Paul. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Harrell. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 2, consider proclaiming the week of October 2nd through October 8th as National 4-H Week in McIntosh County. This is an action item as well. Mr. Manager, you want to speak on that?
It does exactly what the action item says. I don't know if Ms. Lauren wants to add anything to it as far as proclamation. No, sorry to put you on the spot. But it does make the week of October 2nd through the 8th as it designates it as National 4-H Week in McIntosh County.
Okay. All right, would someone like to offer a motion on proclaiming the week of October 2nd through the 8th as National 4-H Week?
I make a motion that we honor the proclamation for National 4-H Week, October 2nd to the 8th.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Kowalski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lawson. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 3, consider appointment to the Wiregrass E911 Board. And whether there was some discussion on this last night, I do not have that updated letter because Mr. Brigham was out with his wife for an appointment today. So, go ahead.
All right, the 911 board is a little different than all of our other boards. It is the Wiregrass 911 board. McIntosh County gets 2 appointments to that board. Malone County gets 2 appointments to that board. And then our shared state representative gets an appointment to that board. Currently, Ms. Earlene Lemon and Ken Johnson serve as McIntosh representatives. Robert Parker, the chairman of the county commission, and Sheriff Craig Noble serve as the Malone County appointments. And then Chief George Trexler is the state representative appointment. Mr. Johnson has submitted his letter of resignation. We did advertise in the paper, and we do currently have 1 applicant, and Mr. Robert Brigman. These appointments do not have term limits, so they keep going until they resign or we replace them.
All right. Someone like to offer a motion on the appointment to the 911 Board?
I make a motion that we approve Robert Brigman for appointment to the 911 board.
Motion to approve Mr. Brigham. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Harrell. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 4, consider employment contract with the county attorney. This is an action item, Mr. Manager.
Yes, sir. This is the same contract that we discussed at our budget retreat with no changes. It is a 3-year contract set to expire on September 30th, 2025. Salary will remain the same. However, we did give a $1,000 per month expense allowance for things such as technology allowance, a logbook allowance, mileage, and other expenses.
Okay. Now, we discussed this at the budget retreat, a little bit of discussion last night. So would someone like to offer a motion on the employment contract with the county attorney?
I make the motion that the contract be approved as submitted.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Lawson. Is there a second? Second. Second by Commissioner Harrell. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Number 5, under new business, consider agreement with Robbins Government Relations to consult on economic development opportunities. This is an action item. Mr. Manager, you going to tie this to number 6 too, or we're going to handle this separately?
We'll handle them separately, but I will describe them all in one.
Okay.
This is a 1-year agreement with Brett Harrell with Robbins Government Relations to consult with the county on economic development opportunities. Brett Harrell has served as the mayor of Snellville and has also served in the Georgia House of Representatives, where he chaired the Ways and Means Committee and the Regulated Industries Committee. Brett has a wide range of knowledge when it comes to economic development. Some projects that he will work on for us is ensuring that our ordinances are welcoming to economic development, but also allow us to be choosy in what we have come here. Brett will also work with us on the Darien River Bridge project, legislative issues such as gaming if it comes back up, grants, and he will make introductions to key legislators relevant to the county commissions, such as appropriation chairs to help with the burden of untaxable property owned by the state, as well as work on a plan that best suits our economic development goals. The cost for this service is $6,000 a month, which has been budgeted in the fiscal year 2023 budget. Also, the next item on the agenda is an IGA with the Development Authority to split this cost, with the county paying $3,500 per month for that $6,000 and the IGA paying the other $2,500.
So we will open the floor for a motion on that, and we'll entertain comments if anybody has any. So I'd like to offer a motion on the agreement with Robbins Government Relations.
I make a motion that we enter into agreement with Robert's Government Relations.
A motion to enter into the agreement from Commissioner Carwacki. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lawson. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 6, consider intergovernmental agreement with McIntosh County Industrial Development Authority pertaining to Robbins Government Relations. The manager just described what that is. Any other comments on that?
That's not this time.
And is that a 12-month?
I never got a response from Mr. Graff today. We talked about it this morning. I know he was very busy. I told him we would approve it, and then whatever language they did on the time frame, whether it was 12 months or 24, we would go into an
But our agreement with Robbins is 12 months.
12 months,
That's
yes, sir.
All right, would somebody offer a motion on the intergovernmental agreement with the Industrial Development Fund?
Make the motion that we approve the intergovernmental agreement between the IDA and the Robbins Government Relations.
I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Lawson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Carlwagon. Any further discussion?
As I mentioned yesterday, it does not necessarily have to be a change in the writing of the agreements, but I hope that it is the expectation that you will present a report to us prior to approval of the minutes.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 7, under new business, consider resolution 2022-19 to rename a private road within McIntosh County. This is an action item. Manager, will speak on this?
Yes, sir. This was brought to Commissioner Harrell's attention a few weeks ago. Resolution 22-19 renames Eagle Neck Airstrip Road Northeast and Barnstorm Road Northeast. This road was originally named Barnstorm Road before Eagle 911 addressing occurred in the early 2000s. The road is not part of the Eagle Neck subdivision, and we have had several complaints from residents and public safety officials on the road due to a similar name in the Eagle Neck subdivision. They don't know if they're supposed to go in the Eagle Neck subdivision or the next road down, which is right on the other side there. So if there's 2 roads that go right on the side there, so one in the community, in the Eagle Neck community, and one not in there. So staff would recommend this name change on this road.
Would somebody offer a motion on the name change? All right, motion to approve by Commissioner Harrell. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Lawson. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. All right, number 8, consider application for rezoning 66.21 acres by Maritime Homes LLC for SEB Real Estate Holdings LLC located on Georgia Highway 251, further referred to as map and parcel number 0053-0008-002. The current zoning classification is R3 residential, and the proposed zoning is RVP recreational vehicle park. This is an action item. Mr. Manager.
Yes, sir. I will talk on this item and the next item as they're pertaining to the same project, just two different parcels of land. The intended goal for this rezone is to open up an RV park on the property. It has gone through all of the legal proceedings with no opposition, and it was voted on by the zoning board 3-0 to approve the rezone. Mr. Wesley Franks from Robert Civil Engineering is in the crowd. If y'all have any questions of him on this project.
Is that all you have this time?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know we have a bunch of detail in our packets. Does any commissioners have any questions or comments for staff or for the engineering firm tonight? Okay, hearing none, would somebody offer a motion on this rezone?
I make a motion that we rezone parcel 0053-008002 and parcel 008-003 from the residential R3 zoning to the proposed RVP for recreational vehicle park.
I have a motion to approve by Commissioner Carlwack. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lawson. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. So that took care of number 8 and 9. So we'll move to number 10. Consider resolution 2022-20 deeming taxes as uncollectible. This is an action item. Mr. Manager.
Ms. John Ann, Deputy Tax Commissioner.
So basically what it is, we have about $403,000 that are not legally, we cannot legally take action to collect these taxes. The 5As are either dormant or dead, or in this case both. So they are deemed uncollectible. So they're sitting in our uncollected taxes, yet it's not really collectible. So we're asking that those be written off so that we can move them from the data.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the commissioners at this time before we entertain a motion? I know there was a lot of discussion last night, so.
Yeah, to summarize what we talked about yesterday to some degree is $400,000 is a lot of money to write off that taxpayers in the county will lose out on. So I would like for our attorney, along with county manager, to look further and consult with tax commissioners to see how we can bring about some changes so we can get some additional taxes. Some of the thoughts that we had yesterday, one of the thoughts anyway, was to try to, in addition to the description that's normally in the paper, if legal and makes sense, we can explore the possibility of taking pictures of some of those things and putting on the website to encourage, hopefully to encourage those who haven't paid, go ahead and pay, because that, if they see it, then they may very well say, oh, they're going to sell my stuff. And I do want to remind individuals, actually I'll ask Wanda or either her assistants to talk about the what's that word, when you, air property, and how that's affected sometime.
Well, heirs properties, a lot of times when a person is deceased, the property, of course, no one's paying. You have, at that time, kind of a land grab of family trying to decide who's responsible, no one's really wanting to pay. And so, I mean, it tends to cause a problem because then there's, you know, no telling how many people that have to be notified before a tax sale. And, you know, notification has to be made against 3 times. So heirs property can be a great problem for us. We do encourage them to try, if they're going to, you know, take on this property, you know, split it up, go ahead and have it parceled out. So that there's one person responsible rather than, you know, a family of people and no monies are being collected.
And it's very unfortunate that people lose homes and properties, a dime on the dollar. Property is worth $40,000, $50,000. You owe $2,000 in taxes and you don't pay it, and someone comes in and buy it for $10,000, and now you're out the street, or you lost family property that may have been in the family for years. So it's important that when you get those notifications, that you go ahead and pay those fees, because it adds up quickly, the penalties and the interest. So and no one likes to see people lose property on the county doorstep. So please pay your taxes and don't let it get too far behind.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other comments? All right, so I'd like to offer a motion on resolution 2022-20.
Make the motion that we approve the resolution 2022-20 deeming taxes as uncollectible.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Lawson. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cartwright. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. That's everything we have on our printed agenda under new business, so we'll move into Commissioner reports. Commissioner Howell?
We need to
All right. If it comes back to you, I'll let you skip back on. Okay. Commissioner Lawson?
Yes, just want to make people aware that and Ms. Moore can correct me if I'm wrong, but Butler Island Day is on the 1st of October, and the proceeding on the 29th, I think it's the 29th, they're going to be sleeping over on Butler Island, just for the community to be aware. Also, on October 22nd is Sapelo Cultural Day. They'll be advertising how you can obtain tickets for their cultural day. I would like to get with the county attorneys and others involved on the issue of rezoning for Hog Hammock area. I know that we postponed it for a period of time. I'm hearing some information about how the lack of updating it is creating a problem. So I'm going to try to update that and give the board some solid guidance on how to do that. Also, one constituent was concerned about trash cans being left on the roadside for long periods of time, and think that makes the county looks unseemly, as well as being a hazard to cars that just veer off just a little bit. And so she asked about the possibility of the county coming up with a zoning rule. I want to get some input from the community, whether or not that is an issue, whether it's an isolated onesie and twosie, or whether or not the community see it as an issue, so that we as county commissioners can decide whether or not we want to develop an ordinance concerning how long trash cans and recycle can be left on the highways, on County Road. All right, that's it.
Conclude your report. Thank you.
Oh, one other thing. If you're not registered to vote, please register to vote. November 2nd, big time election.
Thank you. Commissioner Kowalski?
No report.
All right, there will be no chairman's report tonight, so we'll move into the county manager's report.
Yes, sir, I'll be very brief. So on August 26th, we had our special call meeting to adopt the salary plan for the county. That was a day of joy for many employees in the county when I started meeting with them and telling them what their new salary would be. There were very, very many tears of joy that day, along with next week when we presented those to the department heads. I would like to thank you on behalf of all the employees in McIntosh County for making that happen.
Does that conclude your report?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. County attorney's report.
Mr. Chairman, I am pleased to announce that there is no need for executive session and I have no further report.
All right, thank you, sir. With nothing left on our printed agenda, we will be adjourned.